Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to manifest your dream life. And before I start, make sure you hit the like button and let's get into the video. So New Year's is coming up, which means the great debate over New Year's resolution is gonna happen. And there are going to be people in your life who are really into New Year's resolution. They're super excited for the new year and they're excited about all the possibilities and they want to make all of these changes. And then there are going to be the people in your life who is super against it. They're very negative. They don't believe in change. They don't believe in self-improvement. Sometimes they'll say something like, it's silly to, get so excited over the new year. You should be trying to improve yourself every day. But typically those same people aren't necessarily going to be the happy, positive people who are trying to improve themselves every day. They're typically not going to be the kind of people that you necessarily want to look up to or be around energetically. So for a month, if you can, I challenge you to avoid those people altogether as much as you possibly can. And it's not about the people necessarily, it's about avoiding that energy. So even if you are around them, try to shield yourself energetically from their negativity. Kobe is here and she's being a little bit weird, but I'm gonna let her stay. And maybe some of you will think it's funny. So whether or not you're excited about New Year's resolution, that's not really the issue. I want you to challenge yourself to adopt a positive mindset and adopt an excited mindset about the future and about the possibilities of what you can accomplish. And this is a really good time to reflect and assess. So think about all of the things in your life that you are ready to let go of, and think about all of the things in your life that you are excited to welcome in, all of the new things you want to welcome in. It's just a really good opportunity to start fresh, start a new chapter, and let go of all the things that aren't serving you anymore. This could be any kind of baggage that you've been hanging on to. It could sometimes even be relationships. It can be maybe old clothes that don't fit you anymore. Maybe people in your life who make you feel negative, people who drain you emotionally. It's a really good time to kind of get rid of all of the old things, all the things that bring you down. It can even be something as simple and small as your cleaning habits. Maybe you're not the cleanest person like me, and maybe because you don't keep your space organized, it actually stresses you out and brings you down emotionally without you even realizing it. So this is a good time to let go of these habits and be open to adopting new ones that can uplift you and help you raise your vibrations. The next thing I want to address is progress. I go back to my original example of people who don't believe in New Year's resolution, people who are against other people trying to make positive changes or develop positive new habits. And one of the things that they like to say the most is, well, you'll start and you'll get really excited in the New Year's, but after a few months, you're gonna give up on that. And while that can be true for many people, I'm gonna use my personal example. Last year, I did have a bunch of New Year's resolutions and I did stick with them for about a few months. And then I did end up giving up and forgetting about it, like everyone says. But what I realized when I did my little reflection and analysis is that even though I gave up, I was still able to make progress in all of those areas. I had a project that I wanted to create. I was only able to complete about 3 steps for that project. And then I wanted to learn French. And I only did my little Duolingo for about 3 months and I stopped. But looking back, even though I only made a little bit of progress in each area, it's still better than if I had never tried at all and didn't make any progress at all. Because the thing is, if you continue to try, even if you kind of forgot about something or if you just kind of gave up on it a while back, because you've started something, it's going to be so much easier for you to finish it versus if you never started at all, because sometimes the hardest thing to do is actually to get started. The idea of starting something new, the idea of going on a new venture can be really scary and daunting. So starting is a big part of getting there, and all of the momentum that comes with it is going to really help you get closer to your goal. So again, it's a really good way to take advantage of the energy that's going on around you. When other people are excited, when other people are motivated, you can kind of ride the wave and get on that train and use that to improve your own life and to work on the things that you've been meaning to work on, the things that you've been meaning to try to create. And that's why I want you to stay away from everyone who is going to be negative, is going to try to talk you out of it. stay away from that energy and really ride the wave of motivation and excitement. And there were also other projects and other goals that I had started that I actually did follow through with and did finish the year completing those things. I kind of had this idea of wanting to build up my wardrobe and collect more classic, high quality pieces and let go of buying fast fashion. And again, while I didn't completely give up fast fashion because it's fun, I was able to collect very nice, high quality pieces that I know are going to last me throughout the year. And that's an area where I felt there was a lot of improvement. It was also a year for me of getting over the idea of not treating myself. So when I would buy nicer, higher quality items, sometimes I would think, oh well, that's very expensive. But when you think of it that way, when you kind of think of things as being too expensive, or when you don't treat yourself, when you don't give yourself the things that you want, a message that you're kind of sending to yourself and to the universe is that you don't deserve nice things. And it's generally a subconscious belief, and it can happen if it was something that was ingrained into you from a younger age. If you think of something, let's say maybe you want to buy something and it's a couple $100 and you're like, oh, that's kind of pricey, that's kind of expensive, I don't know if I need this nice luxury item. But if you're thinking that $200 is expensive, how are you going to manifest $20,000, $200,000, $2 million? So you kind of have to reshape the idea of what you value and how much you value yourself. And I'm not trying to tell you to be financially irresponsible. That's not what I want for you. But if you are also someone who struggles to treat themselves or who struggles to give yourself the things that you deserve, it's a good practice to get into because it takes a while for you to get there. As I started adopting this mindset of asking myself, if not now, then when? If I'm not going to treat myself now, then when will I ever do it? As I started to practice this more and more, I realized that for many, many years, I was sort of just denying myself things that I would want. And I would just be like, oh, well, that's not very financially responsible. I shouldn't be doing that. But you have to find a balance for yourself because you don't want to necessarily save and invest every single dollar you make, because you can be subconsciously sending out the wrong message about your own self-worth and your own value that you have given yourself. And the next little challenge that I have for you is to incorporate things that bring you joy. So it can be something so simple like listening to music, because that can help increase feelings of happiness. I also like to have dark chocolate and cashews because those can also help. But more importantly, think about the kind of habits that you have and how that is directly affecting you. So are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating healthy, nutritious food? Or are you staying up all night and consuming too much caffeine? These are the kinds of things that I want you to think about, because I want you to think about your stress level. Lately, I've realized how important it is to release stress, how important it is to stop carrying around anxiety and stress with you. Because when you are anxious all the time, when you are stressed out all of the time, that can negatively affect not only your body, but your physical mind. It's going to be hard for you to be at a high vibration when you're constantly stressed out and anxious. So think about all of the habits in your life that is causing you stress or reducing your stress. And I want you to up everything that's going to help reduce it and try to decrease everything that's really causing you stress. Something that was causing me a ton of stress is work and my reaction to work. And maybe some of you can relate. Some of us get really caught up in the things that are happening in our lives, things at work, our friends, our family, maybe people at school, whatever it is for you. We can become very reactive to any negative thing that happens throughout the day, and we can become very enveloped by these things. But what I want you to practice is kind of taking a step back from these things and realizing that at the end of the day, none of it matters. And if it doesn't directly affect you, it really has nothing to do with you. And even if it does directly affect you, I want you to think long terms. In a month, in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years. Is this really going to matter that much? And if the answer is no, then I want you to stop expending so much energy on it as if it is this huge important thing. Because if it's not going to be important in 5-10 years, it really isn't a big deal, but you're treating it like it is and you're giving it the energy as if it is this huge thing, and that's only going to feed it and make it grow. So I want you to pull back that energy and feed it into something positive. Feed it into a project that you're working on. Feed it into an area where you want to grow. Focus on that. And it's not about pretending like you're happy. It's not about like pretending like bad things don't happen, that you don't have bad days. It's about using those bad days and the bad things that happen as an opportunity. Maybe something bad happens to you in a day. Maybe you're having a bad day. That's an opportunity for you to learn how to react when these things happen, because not every day will be good. Maybe you have a stressful day at work. Maybe you have a terrible day at school. Use this opportunity to find joy in the little things, in music, in friendships, maybe chocolate. But focusing on just one thing that makes you really happy and joyous can really spread the joy and the positivity into all the other areas of your life and enable you to manifest bigger and greater things into your life. Whereas on the other hand, if you focus on just one negative thing in your life, but you're giving it a lot of your energy and you're giving it a lot of your focus, it can grow and manifest again into other areas of your life and really bring down all of the good things that you were trying to accomplish. Okay, that's it for today's little video. I hope that you found value in this. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you next time. Bye!